One go. Hello, mga kachika.
Hi, mga kachika! Maayong gabi, kanatong tanan.
Now,
Good evening.
good evening, Ivar. Now, before mag-start
Good
na,
evening, Josh.
let's just kanang we know nga we're aware nga our fellow Filipinos from the Luzon area is being battered by Typhoon Rolly.
Yes, and we are
So,
we are praying for your safety and
mm,
for the safety of every Filipinos affected by the typhoon. And we are praying that despite this, we will still be able to wake up with resiliency as Filipinos.
yep, and we just hope na everything will be fine after today, that no lives, no life is lost. Um, and this a lot happened this year, 2020,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope na for the remaining days of this year, we will have a less devastating, less catastrophic days ahead,
Correct.
and then looking forward to a better 2021. So it's a
Agree.
turn of the decade, end of the decade, guys. So yun lang.
So we are still hoping for a joyous
Enjoy
December.
December. Merry Christmas
Yes.
indeed, and
But
a
before Merry
prosperous
Christmas, it
New
should be
Year.
a blessed All Saints Day or araw ng mga undas, everyone. We know that we're not able to go to any of the cemetery to visit our loved ones
Mm-mm.
as
Yeah,
what we expected to be. So I
true.
hope you are just enjoying bonding with your family at home.
Mm-mm. So for the first time, no, we are able, no, not first time, but for the third time, because we were not able to react sa episode 4 and 5 on the same week that those two episodes were aired. So again, we're
Yes.
back to, like, cutting it short, the gap between our reactions. So here we are again, reacting to Gaya sa Pelikula episode 6. So again, like what we have said in our previous reaction video, we said na this is really one of our top Pinoy BL series. In fact, I find it already as my top number one, my personal choice,
Mm-hmm.
top one. So without further ado, so let's start reacting. But before we do that, if you want to
I'm so
follow
excited.
our social media account, our Twitter names are flashed at the left, bottom left part of our screens.
And also,
So
my Instagram is at Ivar Monticelio, so you can follow me on my Instagram account. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's so important for us.
that's right. Unfortunately, hindi na ako nakapag-react ng marami sa Twitter the past few days kasi I
Actually,
just want
I am not active on Twitter. I really don't tweet most of the time, but I am more active on TikTok
Instagram.
as well as Instagram. So you can follow me both on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah. My personal Instagram, my Instagram account is too personal, so I can just share it. My profile, the public profile
May-
is my Twitter name. Anyway, the reason why I'm not active
Maybe
so
soon, if you are already sikat, char.
wow. Wow, because anyway, I'm not reacting much on Twitter for this series because I'm not satisfied with the character limitations of Twitter. I just had so many thoughts, so many emotions to pour
Yeah,
in every time I
it's
watch Gaya sa Pelikula. So I want to pour it out sa
here.
reaction video.
Correct.
So
So, so
let's
I
start.
think we should start because it's been 5 minutes that we've done our introduction, and I'm so excited to watch.
Okay, go. So do you have a Blue account, Ibar?
Okay ka lang ba?
I'm sorry, Josh.
Do you have a Blue account?
No, I don't have.
Okay.
Do
Also,
you?
this no, I don't. I don't have any
Actually,
of those
I don't have any dating
apps
apps.
except
Yes.
Facebook.
Um, I
I know you.
I already removed my dating capability on Facebook.
Ah, good for you. Okay, so I think it's starting. Dana yung weekend. So this was after the
Hindi ka
dance.
maglakad. May nararamdaman ba? Natulog ko. Nandiyan ka pa. Di ko na talk about it. About what? The dance. The dance?
Mhm. I so love that
Ano meron?
every
Sige
time
na
thinking
So
about
bumaba.
how
that.
so
Parang
how did you find
masyado
your dance last week, Zen?
Nalis ka na. Masakit na ulo ko. Nagsasayaw lang tayo. Okay?
How was
Kasi
it? How was your experience with your dance last week? Did you feel
my experience with
inikilig?
that session. Oh, of
I was so
course.
kilig. I even shouted on our reaction video.
Ang sakit ng sabi niyang, I don't want that na he regrets that, no? Because if you come to think of it, it was Carl who asked Vlad to a dance,
Oh,
di ba?
here's my look-alike, Ate Judith.
At Judy. Di ba? Kanang sad lang yung ano niya, di ba? When he said that line, na I don't want to regret what happened. So parang he's blaming na himself tuloy na Carl started to feel awkward after that dance. So,
Yeah, and also, if you were not able to see our reaction video last week because it's already been muted, we really don't know what copyright we've done. I don't know
no,
if
there's no
the,
copyright strike. There's no copyright strike. There's just a copyright claim or whatsoever. Because
yeah, it's still
yeah, it's understandable.
copyright.
Sikat naman talaga yung
It's still a copyright issue for them.
uh-uh.
So if for those who want to watch this series with us, so live, you can watch it live on YouTube.
It's that time. I saw them together. They're so cute, so in love. And Carl is such a sweet boy.
You really are, Clara. In fairness
Fairness
to
to
you,
you,
you're
and you're
passionate.
passionate.
See?
She's so happy
Paulo's
for you,
lashes
Zen.
is
Mom's
just
so happy for you.
out of this
Diba
world.
sabi ko naman sa'yo, wala naman siyang issue with you.
You know what?
Hey!
I am seeing Ate Judith with my mom, who is very supportive to
Really.
us,
She will.
to
We
We
will
to
were
try.
our
happy.
past love lives.
Expectations. Pero kung
So my mom is really a good ally to our community.
Because you're not.
But
Carl,
see,
Mom is also sweet.
past episodes, Carl mentioned, oh no, Vlad mentioned that he would go to his mom's house. He preferred to stay in the dormitory apartment or the condo unit because he
Mhm.
has a homophobic mom. But for this
Mhm.
episode, it explained that
Mhm.
he was like her mom doesn't like the past boyfriend. So that was just it. So after all, it was she was really her mom really wasn't homophobic. But what happened now? Carl admitted to Ate Judith that they're not together.
Ate,
Wait lang.
Wait a moment. Josh, my dog is really noisy now here. Let me just fix it for a moment. 5 seconds only.
Okay, we pause this. Is your
And what
dog
happened?
okay now?
Yes. As what you've heard, she is really barking hard. He wants to go out. Maybe he wants to pee. So I just opened the door. Sorry.
Okay. Now, Vlad,
Tell
tell
me
me
how to
how to
convince
convince
me
that
that
you
you
are
are
deserving
deserving
to
to
be
be
left
left
alone,
alone,
that
that
you
you
are
are
capable
capable
of
of
making
making
mature
mature
decisions
decisions
on
on
when
when
you
you
apparently
apparently
paid
paid
someone to
someone to
pose
pose
as
as
your
your
boyfriend
boyfriend
using
using
my
my
money.
money.
I
I
don't
don't
even
even
pay
pay
for
for
my
my
medicine. Hindi! Isama!
Oh, the outburst.
Pinagsamantala niyo yung
Samantala
kahinaan
yung
ko.
ate, bago pa.
I think Ate Judith is really protective with his. I mean with her brother because of the past experience that her brother have. That's why if she thinks that his brother is just being used by someone, then he's really doing the outburst of emotions.
Uh-uh.
And of course, as an ally, well, I can even relate to this because when me and my previous relationship ended, my mom was really so emotional, more emotional than what I felt.
Right, Carl? Right.
So I think that's really a reaction to any of an ally who has been so close to your heart
Let me just
and
focus. Let me just focus on their non-verbal. I just would
gestures.
like to let me just pause this for a moment. Saglit lang. Okay, this is something that I cannot say on Twitter or on social media because it's just um I could not contain or fit my comments in it one tweet. Just would like to commend, not recommend, but commend the two actors. I know Ian Pangilinan is a theater actor, so he already has a lot of experience acting, whereas Paolo or Carl is a newcomer. But captured kasi nila yung reactions ng character eh. I know that Carl was admitting to Ate Judith that they are not together was really out of courtesy, telling Ate Judith na me meeting your mom is just too much, but I am not discounting or I'm not denying that I am starting to feel something for Vlad. So you can see the struggle on how he wants to turn around that particular line when he denied that they are or when he told Ate Judith that they are not together. And then there's Vlad who's trying or whose eyes is asking for Carl to say something na bawiin mo naman yung sinabi mo. I hope you already have something na na what you actually or what actually happened during the dance is somehow ano kanang how do you call that is a manifestation of you having a feelings for me. Am I right, Ivan?
Yeah,
Did you feel that
yeah,
way?
I really totally agree with you on that, Josh. Because if you are on Carl's shoes or on
Mm-hmm.
Carl's feelings, wherein you are really caught up with what Ate Judith wanted to happen. Kasi gusto na Ate Judith nga to call Carl's parents, to meet Carl's parents, and I think Carl haven't opened any communication regarding this guy, even just a roommate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or a padmate. Carl's parents doesn't know that Carl is living with someone, and Ate Judith wanted to meet Carl's parents. So I think Carl is really caught up between his family on how his family would react over what Vlad and Ate Judith wanted, and also on
Yeah.
what Carl and Vlad felt or feel towards each other. So it's really hard. It's really hard to admit to Ate Judith. Even me, if I were on Carl's shoes, I really don't know what to say, but I have to say something.
True. Because I think he is a nice guy. Carl is a nice guy.
Yeah, he is a
He
nice guy.
lives not with pretension. He lives with no. He's living a life with no pretension.
Mm-hmm.
No pretensions rather.
Correct.
So yun lang. Yun lang naman talaga.
Yeah, it's really hard. If it's really hard for you to live um over what your parents know and what you're doing. Do you agree with me that on that, Josh?
Mm-hmm. Totally. You know, I find the ringing annoying, to be honest. I wanted that to stop like immediately. I wanted him to answer that phone right away. Because especially if you're wearing headphones, it's just too loud.
Oh well.
Hoy, sa wakas! Sumagot ka din! Magkat nga pala! May papakita ako sa'yo! Kamusta ka pala? Maraming na-roll ha? Lumabas na ba yung
Yun nga po. Ma, sorry mga dos po ako.
Wait, two line of two is a good grade.
Hindi naman masama.
True to life. It's and then you're from UP Diliman.
May mga bago po akong kliyente.
You're taking up architecture in UP Diliman, so three is not a bad score. Do you agree, Ivar?
Ano po nila yung mga sensory?
Yeah. Even in college, I got subjects with a grade of 2.
Agree.
Kaya
Are
hindi
they?
ako may credit.
Does UP have? What are you looking at?
I'm putting on the aircon. It's really hot.
Does UP have a different grading system? Like, is one the highest and five the lowest? I don't know.
I don't know. For those who are studying at UP, you can comment on your grading system here so that we would also know.
Yeah, you might want to help us out because our grading
Yes.
system, where we think, where we study,
During our college the highest is 1, the
five
lowest
is
is 5, the passing is 3.
three. Yeah.
Ayoko na po mag-architecture pa. Gusto ko na po mag-shift.
When you were in college, Ivar, did you think of shifting to a different course?
Ayoko na po maging arkitekto. Mag-shift na po ako.
Bakit na? Nahihirapan ka na ba?
Hindi man. Hindi lang po ako masaya.
Hindi masaya. Trabaho yan ha, di ba? Kailangan mo ba masaya?
Gusto ko naman.
You know what? That has always been,
Gusto ko
that's
kahit
always
hindi
been
ako masaya.
everyone's mindset. After all, it's a job, so you don't really need to be happy. It's a job mo. After all, it's just your source of income. But I think the idea of us millennials nowadays, and even those after the millennial generation,
Hindi naman sa ganun pa.
is you can integrate life and work.
Correct.
Like you can still be
Gusto ko pong
happy
magsulat.
while working. You can still
Gusto
be
ko pong
pursuing your
magsulat.
passion while working. And
Um, and also with our generation, Josh, our parents sometimes decide on what we should be taking on
Wala
college.
ka sa video, okay?
I
Hindi naman
think
yeah,
ako
Hindi naman ako
maluluto eh.
maluluto
Kaya
eh.
maybe
Kaya ako,
to they wanted us to pursue their dreams.
but I think they're trapped on the fact na
I
during
think
their times,
it's very traditional. It's very traditional for me.
their, their times kasi, yung mga trabaho nila is mostly yung mga the usual day job na nila
Correct.
before, like
Office
yung mga
works,
auditing,
banking
bank
works,
tellers, the life.
governments,
And for something
and
na
and and
kagaya
and
ng
al- and
bill
also
taking,
they wanted for us to work immediately after graduate,
I think
especially.
they're just afraid to, ano, or to
Mhm.
venture something new or very foreign for them.
Yeah, I think we need to listen to this conversation.
Plan.
Whether
Whether
it's
it's
sad
sad
or
or
your ex.
ex or
Carl, um, please
please
remember
remember
that
that
you're
you're
worth
worth
staying
staying
for.
for. Okay?
Wow.
wow,
That's
that's
rich
rich
coming from
coming
you.
from you.
Ah,
Yan.
Yan,
Babakla-bakla
babakla
ka
ka
kasi.
kasi.
Hindi
Hindi
ko
ko
tayo
tayo
ni
ni
Dan.
Dan.
Don't you
Don't you
remember?
remember?
Grabe, no?
Bigyan mo ng pagkat na lalaki. Talented yan, kaso bakla. Sayang kasi bakla. How would you say that was her?
So
So
please,
please,
stop
stop
parroting
parroting
fake
fake
ally
ally
speeches.
speeches.
If you
If
hate
you hate
us,
us,
just
just
be
be
upfront.
upfront.
Vlad,
Vlad,
I was
I
a
was a
pig
pig
too.
too. Okay. I
I
didn't know
didn't know
then
then
what
what
I
I
know
know
now.
now.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
I'm
Grabe ang
sorry for
pinagdadaanan
not
nila. Grabe ang
apologizing
pinagdaanan ni
first,
Jan as a kid, as a
but
gay
I'm
kid.
saying
Me
sorry
too.
now.
That's all I can
I
say.
really agree. And again, I really love how Ati Judith was incorporated on this series to show people that there are really people who are our ally, who understands us, who really accepts us, and
Mm-mm.
to the extent that
It's sometimes
someone who protects us.
Even
Because to be honest, I think your sibling
lang
will always be the first few people in your
I know I'm
family
your perfect ally.
who
I'm still
can
navigating through
who
this,
will be able to accept you fully,
But
but
di ba?
as we don't know
And who
how
doesn't
this is
mind
done.
at all on what you
and
have
no matter
become.
how
How
you
you
fuck
fuck
up,
up,
I'm
I'm
still
still
going to
going
be
to
your
be your
sister.
sister.
But it's understandable din kasi, because for sure, Ate Judith went through the same challenge that Vlad went through. I mean, having a father who left them. So parang at that point, I think everyone in the family, they were just looking for an scapegoat, an escape route, rather, something to or like rationalization on what actually happened, why that thing happened.
Yeah, me too. I'm just really so blessed to have a family who really accepted me for who I am, even since the time that they know that I am different from their gender or from the gender that I have on birth.
We're born.
And also I'm so lucky, Josh, that my brother is also an LGBT member. So we are so close, we share each other's problems, we talk, we even exchange ideas about um gay love, transgender love.
So see, Vlad's mom was is really excited to meet his new boyfriend.
Actually, if I really appreciate mothers who are like that, who really
And I love
who's
that
really
line.
accepting.
Being left by a guy once is already enough for my son. So it shows lang talaga, no? His mom is really not homophobic, but rather he was like he
She was just protecting his son. Yeah, every mother's instinct is like that. For me, based from what I've experienced, based from my mother's reactions on what I have
uh,
experienced.
si Carl is ano na, looking for Vlad, looking for his safety net.
Yeah, and I love that when he says, "I won't argue with you." Hindi,
Oo, bumalik ka lang, hindi na ako makikipagtalo sa iyo. Bumalik ka lang. Bumalik ka lang, Vlad. Hindi na ako makikipagtalo sa iyo. Manood tayo ng anong movie gusto mo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dito na Vlad. Hindi ko maintindihan. Wala akong makausap. Wala akong kasama.
Ah, Carl. Ba't ba kasi?
Wala ako.
So how would you react to this one, Renz or Josh, when when you feel empty, when you just miss someone you've been so close with?
Unfortunately, the feeling wasn't mutual. It was just me missing the other person. So,
But
in this time,
do you
in this
react
time,
on how Carl reacted, like calling him?
oh, I did. I did.
Okay.
I sent him a message, and unfortunately, he finds it annoying. So, the feeling wasn't mutual pala. I'm just the one missing him. And sometimes, kanang, I wish na sana man lang, no, yung reaction niya ay pareho kay Vlad. Na deep inside, he's also missing the other person.
Sensitive ka.
My story did not end up the same as their story. So,
Mm-hmm.
let's just wait. Some people are just part of the journey but never your destination. So, I'm just so happy na sa storyang ito, they are both each other's destination. But let's see. Let's see. Never know. Still in episode 6, we still have 2 episodes left. I don't know how this series will end. Let's just see.
Eddie, stop it.
Sana all my driver. Eddie, stop the car.
I'm really listening.
Oh my God. Sana lahat may may ganyang support person kagaya ni Ate Judy.
Tapos ngayon, magmahal kayo.
He's so cute. I like his reaction. I like his facial reaction, kid. I so love Vlad's facial reaction.
Ali face.
Just ally face. Let's skip ad again.
Another ad.
And ending. I love this song, Ivar. This is actually a song by Ben and Ben, Ride Home.
Yeah, this is the first time that I heard this song, and I'm planning
Actually, it's the first
to
time
listen
of,
to it again.
yep. And to be honest, I'm not. I like a few songs of Ben and Ben, but this is the first time I heard this song, like in this series lang. And I fell in love like at first hear, should I say.
Oh my
And
god! Oh my god!
we thought na they're both masculine acting gays, but
I
the
I
way
I I I,
Carl
I
danced this song,
but were you able to research, Josh, if in real life Carl is a dancer or no?
uh, no, Carl is a member of UP Pep Squad,
Theater
so
group
he is a
or
Pep Squad
Vlad?
member.
Ah, okay, that's why.
Hi, that's why
Yeah,
he danced gracefully because he's a member of Pep Squad.
I got it.
But Ian is a theater actor. He already is. Uh,
And Vlad is a UP theater actor.
no, he's not from UP. I think he's from Lasal.
But he is a theater actor.
Yep, he is.
Okay.
I just love how this scene was portrayed or was played. Yung mga hand gestures ni Carl, it's like no inhibitions. This is who I am. I just would like to dance to this song. I just would like to, be graceful with my hands. I'm just enjoying the moment. And gosh. Look at how happy he is. This is just really nice. Dance freely, lovebirds. You deserve it. Do you know, Ivar, that for Thai, if you hold the other person's hand or tap the other person's head, is the gesture of kanang parang you love the person, romantically love the person.
Ganon?
Uh, one of the best love movies. One of the best kisses. Promise. Yung mga kisses na parang revive ang pagka-present. Those are just lovely kisses. Promise.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Bravo. Bravo.
Pinapawisan ako.
Just lovely. Just
Oh my
lovely.
god! Oh my god! god! Oh my god!
It's just lovely. Ah, ang daming ads.
Yeah, it's okay. It's understandable. They're trending.
So what can you think of that koan scene, Ivar?
Yeah.
Can I just rate
Sige.
from 1 to 10?
Papa, mo yung bata ko pag hindi
Okay.
nakapagkain.
Pinapawisan ako. Look me. Look. And my hair was already damaged.
Maybe
It's
it's just
just
too
that
hot in your
this.
place. That's why you sweating.
No, I already turned on the air conditioned, so it should be okay. My God,
Mga yung mga damit,
I think we need to listen to this one, Josh.
mga laruan, yung pangarap, yan. Siyempre, ang hilig mag-drawing ng bahay. I'm just living this life for you. Grabe si nangyari ko rin no? Laban ko. Discover potential mo pala.
Grabe.
Alam mo, parang hindi ko hindi sa sarili mong buhay. Kaya yung parang dance character ka. Kahit si George or si Ketchup yung mga. Pero na ito eh. At tayo bigili ka lang. Sulat na yung script eh. Kataon lang na gawin available kaya ikaw yung nakuha.
Can can you stop for a moment, Josh?
Wait. Okay.
I think I think I think this explains.
Go.
I think this explains why the title of the series is Gaya ng Pelikula, because I think Carl is living a life wherein he was just given this role due
A
to
light
his
that was
brother's death.
handed down.
Yes. And that's why during the video call earlier with his parents, when his dad shown a picture of a house that has been drawn by his brother, I think it we there's really a connection on that, wherein he was just doing a role play on what their parents wanted Carl to project, wherein they wanted to project the life they wanted to have with on his brother.
Totally agree. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you, I mean, I was at first confused as well on why
Mm-hmm.
it's called, why the series is called Gaya sa Pelikula. Because if you, di ba that line, um, when he said na, at sa episode 1, that line kasi, and then that scene na they were dancing in a gazebo, and then he said na, alam mo yung kanang you are just being you're playing a role just because ikaw lang yung available, and there's nothing you can do about it because the script has been written. All you have to do is act it out. It doesn't matter if whether
Yes.
si Ketchup ka ba or si Joros,
Joros,
kasi
correct.
the script is already there. I really
And
thought
and
na
and 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 you were the one available at the time,
uh-uh. and
wherein no one can take that role except you.
and
So
I thought
since you've been already in that particular scenario in your life, and it's already been written, I think you just need to play the role, and it's really hard to portray someone else's life.
and I thought at first it was called Gaya sa Pelikula in reference to the fact na
He,
Carl
he was just
wanted
appointed as a boyfriend.
no
I
somehow
think Yeah, that's what I really
And I
thought.
thought, uh, and the fact that he also wants to be a film student. So parang yung mga references na ganun ba, I thought that was this was the
Mm-hmm.
movie, or like the series is all about that. And like how I was thinking that the episode's gonna focus on how we romanticize the idea of love.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking na every episode will be in reference to um to sikat na mga scenes ng mga love flicks. Just like how Fury of Love did it, siguro. That's what I expected. Apparently, Miguel Severo, the writer of this series, is far more intelligent, or is more intelligent to do that.
More deep.
He wrote a very deep story na
Mm-hmm.
somehow this is kuan pala. This is all about Carl, who was being handed down a role and who's trying to escape, trying to mark or trying to live a
Or
life of his.
trying to build his own story.
That's right. And this was really shown on episode 6, and we now understand why it's called Gaya sa Pelikula.
Yeah.
So very intelligently written. Uh,
Yeah.
Grabe.
Yeah, me too. And the revelation of the title didn't happen on the first few episodes. It's more on
Imagine we're now on like third to the last episode.
yes.
That's when we had that aha
When
moment.
mm-hmm.
That's why it's called Gaya sa Pelikula.
Yes.
And
I
it's
think
all
we need to
because
continue now.
Ako ba nun ah?
wow,
Kanina,
makapag
kasi.
madali.
So,
Bakit kaya dinner? It's Sunday.
Parang namang hindi mo gusto mag-react.
your favorite
No.
Manood lang tayo, dahil.
No.
joke.
I even said pause because I want to say something.
For morning. Medyo rin sa akin. Yeah.
Do you believe that, Ibar? That the eldest
Yeah. That
was born out of love, and the rest are
I was
born
conceived to save the
upon
marriage.
lust and
That made it.
sexual.
My mom would always say,
I'm the second child and I'm the youngest, so I don't believe that I was made because of lust. And I know you don't. And I know you don't agree with me because you're the elder. So you're just made of love.
No. If you're only two in the family, I'm sure the other person, or your younger brother, was also created out of love.
Of course, every one of us is created out of love.
Imagine I was just 6.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
even have a word.
You hear that? Vlad's Vlad is made to fix the marriage.
In your first time, again,
How old were you when you realized that you are not you're gay, Ivar?
lalo na nag-aaway rin
It
ng
was too
mommy.
young. I think even in my elementary years, I know that I was gay. I mean, in our local term before, we are just tagged everyone as bigot, right? There was no such thing as transgenders before. If a gay person is feminine,
My friends came.
they are tagged as cross dressers, right? Well, in fact, based on our SOG learning, they are just expressing their own identity as transgenders.
Came. Well, he did this.
My God.
And that explains why he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
want Carl to touch his head.
And also that explains why Vlad's mom is very protective with Vlad because he don't want a ruined relationship where she
See
was
how
able to
opposite they are.
experience.
Can you see how opposite they are? Here's Carl saying that he is living or fulfilling a life that was, or yeah, he's fulfilling a role that was not his. And then
Meant
here
for him.
comes Vlad, who thinks that he failed his purpose.
My God, it's so painful. It's really a good episode wherein everything is revealed. Everything is revealed that they have feelings with each other. It's already revealed that um, they really love each other. It's revealed that on their personal identity,
Identity.
not identity, personal life they're living.
Ikaw, paano ka naman yung shoot? Pipilitin ko sila.
So it's
Right?
their
Yung
first time
short
on
ni
bed,
Carl,
right?
hindi siya nagpapalit ng short.
I think it's their first time
First time
on
that they're
bed.
staying on one bed.
How would you feel? How would you feel, Josh, if it's your first time with the guy you love on bed? Are you nervous, or will you be nervous?
Oh, no, because ano lang. I mean,
Huh?
I don't just sleep with. I just don't sleep on anybody's bed. And
I mean, how would you? I'm also asking for the future. How would you feel?
I'm giving you the rationale. Like, wait for my answer, Ibar.
Okay.
Like you said, you're too quick to react. Of course, kanang for someone like me who doesn't just sleep on anyone's bed any moment, any given time. Of course, I would feel excited. Or
Okay.
I think that's what Carl is experiencing right now, and I just love how they cuddle.
Oh.
I just love how they cuddle. To be honest, look at
This
that.
is
Let's just
this
go
is
back a bit.
this is really a deep episode. This is really a very
Just look how tight it is, or just look how tight they are. Diba? Like they were like, look at that. Just look how tight. Hmm. Let's mute this kasi puro naman to music na lang.
so again,
So
it's
how do you
time to
progress?
rate.
Every time, like from episode 1 to episode 6, nakikita natin yung progression.
Mm-hmm.
So from episode 1 where Carl was seated on the couch, and then Vlad was just standing by the kitchen counter. Now
Mm-hmm.
they are like, very close to each other na, and then, may
Mm-hmm.
pain pa na effect or whatsoever. So ayun, very close na. So that's what I call progression, Ivar. Diba? On our other
Yes.
reaction videos, on another series, diba? You pointed out how
How slow the progression was.
you pointed out my reaction on how traditional I was or I am, and then just what I was trying to say. There was really progression sa series na to. Pinapakita talaga on why they reach that point of closeness. So
Okay. Let me ask this question again, Josh. We've
wait muna before you ask me that question. I this these things that they're doing towards the end of the series, yung mga quotes or whatsoever, of all the quotes that they posted, this struck me the most. You are
I
entitled
even
to a love that lets you dance without fear and shame.
I even took a screenshot on that quote.
I took a screenshot and posted this on my day on Instagram, and he
And
reacted. He reacted. Uh,
so again, Josh, I have a question since we've been debating, we've seen each other yesterday. We had a coffee, we had a dinner, we have
what's that?
planning yesterday. So we've been talking about labels from the start from the start that we are still on our way to our place until we reach our place until we go home. So you've been so yeah, you admitted that you are very you are a traditional type of person who wants progression on your on a relationship. Um, we've been debating last weekend regarding the preview the other series that we've been watching
Okay,
regarding
so
label.
tell me the truth. What do you want to ask?
So I so my question is, since there was no line that they are on a relationship and they are kissing, so how would you react to this?
No, you have to understand na
Okay.
they started at an awkward position, 'di ba? They were caught by Ate Judith in a very awkward position. Judith thought na they were like Carl was doing a service to or was giving a service to Vlad, and then here comes the acting out na, oh, okay, um go ahead, um I'll be posing as your boyfriend, so on and so forth, and then from there, di ba, they were ano manggod,
Yeah,
they
yeah, but my question is, there was no conversation involved that
are
they
you sure there wasn't? They had
yes.
an ano, they had an ano ba ya? They had a remember that dance on episode 5, di ba?
Yeah, but that was just a talk.
Oo. Yeah,
A
who kissed
bubble
first?
talk, a bubble
Who
talk.
kissed first? No, I think it's obvious na kanang Vlad has really been comfortable na, or in fact was
Yes,
hoping that Carl will be his boyfriend.
but but
But
but
you have
but
to
it
understand
but
na
also but also
what are you trying to ano evolve?
because in the first in the first few minutes of this episode, I mean, Carl admitted that they don't have any relationship.
Oh, but because that was it.
Yeah, that's
But
it. So there's no relationship. So
oh,
there's
but
no label.
who kissed first?
There's no label, right?
Oh, but
And
who
then
kissed
they
first?
meet, and then they meet again. Vlad went back to the pad, and they kiss.
Oh, and then
So what's your comment about that?
did I say na
Because
na bawal mag-kiss? I was just saying, if you come to think of it, they kissed, but there's no exchange of I love yous pa, 'di ba?
but 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 but
Remember, remember, iba yung pinag-usapan natin.
yeah, I know.
Oo.
But your
Do
reaction to
not,
the
do not,
to the other series is that they have their this nose to nose, and you were reacting on it. Why they are doing nose to nose when they don't
oh,
have
because
any?
the whole time they were friends. They were barkadas.
Yeah, but this one too is doesn't have any label. They're not lovers.
Oh, but they were trying. They were getting to know each other. They were. You can see the progression. They become too personal. They were getting into the highlights, di ba? I think we were not able to see the nitty-gritty details on how they are or what has been shown in the series, but it
So
shows that they started to know each other at a personal level.
so my question now
You
is
see that you see that
since
on the other
yeah.
series.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
So
you see that
I,
in the other series. Was it
I
shown?
I got it. So my question now here, my follow-up question now here is, do we need to have a label to say I love you or to kiss someone?
For me, ano, and kanang when you say I love you man God, dapat it should be genuine, not just a mouth
Yeah.
or lip
How about
service.
showing gestures?
Gestures is different.
So that's my question. So
Somehow,
how
when you
about
say
kissing?
gestures man God, of
How
course you
about
have to
kissing?
ask.
How about kissing?
Oh, I kiss someone without label.
And why were you reacting on the nose to nose? That's really. Anyways,
You,
that's
you,
just my question.
you, you're still not getting my point.
Yeah, I don't. I really
You,
don't.
you clearly did not see the difference on how this series progressed compared to the other one.
But my question is more on your reaction, not the progression of the story.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My reaction has always been, ano, what I hated, man, God. No, we just can't compare.
But
This,
anyways,
this is
anyways,
this is a work of art,
okay.
okay? And
Mm-hmm.
and, and my interpretation on this series and the other one is based on my personal beliefs and how it
Mm-hmm.
affects me as a viewer.
Mm-hmm.
And um, I just did not like how the other series progressed, the way they
Mm-hmm.
progressed with the stories.
Okay.
Kasi this one, it's so clear. It's they're sleeping in one roof or in one room or one unit, and I think it's understandable now within those times that they're sleeping. Um, they are able to talk about things, and
Okay.
this series also was able to show highlights on
Mm-hmm.
when are those times that they're able to talk some personal things, like for example on episode 5, Vlad was able to tell Carl na he missed the opportunity in dancing or to dance with his crush back in high school when they had their ball or their prom ball.
Mm-hmm.
And so Carl, invited him to a dance or asked Vlad to dance with him, and that somehow awakened the Carl's na or senses na parang I'm comfortable with Vlad. And so what has
Mm-hmm.
been shown on episode 6 is somehow na-identify na niya because Vlad was really an intelligent character.
Okay.
He is able to put inputs or give inputs to the things that Carl may have some confusion, and
Okay.
somehow, 'di ba, somehow Carl gained some confidence from out of Vlad's, out of the interaction with Vlad, and that's why
Mm-hmm.
he mentioned in episode 6 na Tanang, I am no one, or it feels like I don't belong
Mm-hmm.
here when you're not around. Parang ganun na
Mm-hmm.
linyahan. So, naka-feel na siya na Vlad can somehow be his missing puzzle piece. And so when that dance to Ride Home by Ben and Ben happened, he gestured na, come here, I want to dance with you. Like, somehow it's an interpretation na kuan, like, di ba? Remember how animals do their dance in nature when they
Mm-hmm.
find their partner for life.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I think that's symbolism of that, them dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Vlad asked, "What are you thinking, Carl?" He turned around and said, "No, I don't want to think." He kissed the person immediately because, in fact, kanang I think ano, kung ako si Vlad, I might be shocked. Nga, hoy, why? Why did you kiss me immediately? Pero the fact nga Vlad hold ng Carl and pulled him towards, like he pulled Carl towards him. That goes to show nga the feeling is mutual,
Mm-hmm.
and the first the initiation na sa part ni Carl to kiss Vlad was reciprocated with Vlad confirming I also feel the same way, so I'm gonna kiss you as well. Kay di ba Carl, Vlad the whole time was ano yun, um, he was conscientious. He was really asking for permission na di ba, Judith to ask them on episode 3 ba to? Na, why are you so far from each other? Close, close, come closer. Siya, parang may kulang, kiss, kiss. And then he like whispered to Carl na, I'm gonna kiss you sa cheek, ha? Di ba?
So my
So,
question now.
Vlad
So
was
my
really
follow up.
aware of Carl's position.
So again, this is a personal question towards you, not towards this series.
Why are you putting me in the hot seat again? And who gave you that permission?
If you want to answer this question, but if you don't want to answer this question, then I'm fine.
I invoke my right to self-incrimination.
Okay. Okay, so we
Here you
need to
go.
stop
Here
this.
you go. Throw the question. Throw
So
the
the question
question.
now is, my follow-up question now is, with this happened to Carl and Vlad, do you think that label or verbal labels should still a requisite for any of a relationship to progress?
It really depends, Ivar,
Okay.
because you have to understand there are five languages of love. There's
Mm-hmm.
the love by action, um,
Yes.
love through words, love through
Mm-hmm.
touch, love through gifts, and whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, kasi, I have always been giving or showing my love through actions, through words, and by giving time. Technically, I'm
Mm-hmm.
capable of showing love, the five different languages of love. And there are things lang talaga na makes you want to feel secure.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have been together for a while, if you're happy with the person for a while, and
Mm-hmm.
still you don't know what you are, di
Mm-hmm.
ba? You might start to wonder saan to patungo. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we never said na we are we are together or tayo na. And so, what if one day wala adi ay to?
Correct. So that's why I'm
So
asking if so.
you still need to verbally affirm na
Okay.
you guys are,
I, I,
because
I totally I totally agree with you, Renz, when you said that we need a verbal affirmation na kayo na ba talaga or hindi. So I'm with you on
you,
that.
you really need, because in the end you have to also tone down on your expectations,
Mm-hmm.
because the other
Maybe
person doesn't.
yeah, I agree. Maybe you're just expecting na kayo na, pero at the end, your partner said that, huh? Wala naman akong sinasabing tayo na eh. My action
Uh-uh.
speaks, but my words don't.
True. Because in the end, kanang, for to be honest, ang Ivar,
Mm-hmm.
sex is more lovely if it's made out of love, to be honest.
Shay.
And that's why, sa lahat ng mga nanood o manonood na, whoever reached to this point, if you do,
Mm-hmm.
okay, we've been running for 1 hour and 4 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, if you reach to this point, if you want to comment or if you agree to us on this, lalo sa mga, lalo sa mga kapatid namin sa LGBTQ plus community, I mean, I haven't had that much experience. Um, like like I said, I just don't sleep on anyone's bed anytime at any time. I
Mm-hmm.
always make sure na, I mean, I'm sure with the person I'm going out with before something happens. But yun lang. Of all the things I did, those were somehow para sa akin. I think at some point we did it out of love, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what makes it more memorable. And that's why I was like looking for a ano parang ano because I don't think, I mean, compared to the hetero relationship, I know some relationship starts
Mm-hmm.
with them making out, um but somehow you can really see the difference because after
Mm-hmm.
with my past experience, Ivar, after I found out na wala lang pala talaga, nawalang gana mag ay ano ba to, kubo-kubo lang pala, so ayun, parang wag na, so yun na. I think we should be done with this, I don't know, reaction video. How about you, Ivan?
Yeah.
How
I,
about you,
I
Ivan?
I agree with you when you said that there should be um a verbal, what do you mean, agreement? Is that an agreement?
Verbal confirmation.
Confirmation, that's the right term. There should be a verbal confirmation if you are already in a relationship or not, because not all actions speaks louder than words.
True.
Even though they wanted to show how much they love you, but I mean, I mean, maybe it applies to most of the LGBT um, people that we have, that we really need to have labels, especially for those transgenders relationship, because who knows that they are just showing affection, but they don't want any commitment.
Mm-mm. Because
So I
this
yeah,
this
I think it's beyond time. It's more than an hour that we've been doing this,
Iba na.
and
No, iba na. Kasi this is a reaction, and I really don't mind about the time. Anyway, because like I said, this is a reaction, and if we're so tired now, then probably
this is a reaction slash debate.
hindi naman debate. Pero somehow, just would like this to be a platform where we can really express ourselves more than Twitter or Facebook can allow us. So let it be. Anyway, if we're tired enough, then let's not do the other reaction for the other video. I mean, anyway, this is where I had the most impact
No way.
emotionally for this week. So I just would like to focus lang. I guess siguro no what I want to take out of this episode lang ba is based from my experience, mga sana moments, yung support system na ibinigay ni Ate Judith to Vlad. I know for your family, you really have a very nice support system. They're very supportive,
Mm-hmm.
but not everyone, actually, not everyone in the LGBTQIA plus communities get the same, or gets the same support that you have with your family. And I think that's from my experience po, no, I really feel na my last the last person I went out with is still have he's still having difficulty going out of the closet because of fear na
Fear of
baka iba
rejection with the family.
Mhm. And somehow ba you it just doesn't impact if you are that type. If you are in that family, you have to understand that it just doesn't impact you as a person, but it also impacts the other person that you're going out with. Because who knows, the
Mm-hmm.
other person is already invested and probably was really sees you as someone na magiging forever nila, di ba? And just because you are not 100% committed, so a single incident can turn a serious person into a
Mm-hmm.
playful one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's just too many,
I I got you on that. Perhaps or maybe some of our community members who are still on closet are afraid to engage in a relationship
I think
because
everyone,
again,
and
maybe
not
not
everyone,
everyone, maybe not everyone,
most,
yeah.
most.
Mm-hmm. Or some, or we don't know, but there are people who are afraid to engage in a relationship if they are still on a closet because the acceptance matters most when you are in a relationship. So I am just very lucky that my family is really accepting, it's really supportive
And I think that's
with my identity as well as with my preference and with my relationships.
we can just hope no nga with the number of BL series coming out.
It's really an
I
eye opener. That's what I've said a while ago, Josh. Wherein Ati Judith is really a good ally. It's really an opener for everyone. We need this kind of support system. We need this kind of family who is really supportive, who understands, who accepts, because the struggle that we are facing is really hard. I mean, the stigma here in the Philippines is really hard, especially with us transgender women
I think this
who
is
are
exclusive in the Philippines. I mean, any part in the world, there is really that stigma. I mean, not
yes,
all
but
countries are that
but
open.
but again, let's just focus on the Philippines because this is the place that we're living. So the loss that we are, we are exercising is in the Philippines.
Okay,
Okay, so again, so I think we cannot generalize the world because we need
okay,
to focus on our rights in the Philippines.
I got you. Okay,
So I think it's really an eye opener for those parents or siblings that if you have a, a, mem- a family member who is an LGBT member, to accept them, to love them, because the struggle
it's real.
of is real, especially with relationships, especially with the stigma that we have, especially with transgender women, because sometimes transgender women, I mean, we are judged if we are engaged in a relationship that the guy is only up to this, up to that. So
Yep,
it's really hard to explain to people that this is love
yep,
because it's again it's judged even without knowing. So again, let me just speak in our Cebuano language. I-judge dahil ang mga laki nga igamit na nila ang yads, di ba?
Gamitan.
for their own consumption, for their own benefit, nga na gani. So again, it's a
And
stigma.
I know it's an eye opener, but somehow it has, or like there's a need for things like this to reach a wider public, or a wide, or a
Wider audience.
wider audience. Yeah, that's a
Mm-hmm.
word. Wider audience, because if you still see on other media platforms or whatever, you can still see comments actually na, ay, ano ba yan? Bakla-baklaan naman, promoting
Mm-hmm.
baklanism or whatsoever. So parang, I mean, I think it will take a big shake up talaga for
Mm-hmm.
people to be more accepting. Because right now, I still can feel na we are just being tolerated. Na okay, up to a certain point, we are tolerated um, on our existence. But what we need is acceptance. And
Correct.
we can see naman talaga how, for sure, on the succeeding episode, um, I mean, Vlad was already able to um, get his acceptance, but we don't know
Mm-hmm.
what will happen to Carl. He, he,
Mm-hmm.
he just came to an agreement or a resolution
Mm-hmm.
on his identity,
Mm-hmm.
with him dancing gracefully,
Mm-hmm.
or in an effeminate way, but
Mm-hmm.
we don't know on what will be his parents' reaction, and that's what we need to
Mm-hmm.
see on the next episode. But somehow, what I am happy with this episode is that for Carl, he is able to come to a resolution on who he is as a person, or his sexuality, and that's what matters most. Anyway, whatever is gonna happen on the next episode, um, I know it's gonna be a struggle, and I think there will be a lot of emotional triggers in the mind, and really have to make that reaction as soon as possible, as soon as it comes out. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's just it. So let's just wait for the next episode, perhaps. Let's
Yes.
see
Thank you so
how
much for joining us on this chit chat. I know it's been a long chit chat, but I hope you also get what we
Wait, wait, one
felt.
live viewer tayo. So if you can just go directly to the 1 hour
Hello.
um time on this particular live
Mm-hmm.
reaction, you might want to comment on what you think about about homosexual, or like being engaged in a homosexual relationship. Oh, yun naging
Mm-hmm.
selection. Anyway,
Don't do that.
no, it's okay. Para mag-reaction sila ng real time din. Mas maganda siguro yung may real time reaction tayo para mas
But
chika to.
anyways, thank you so much
Anyway,
for joining us
yeah,
and have a
bye.
good night. Enjoy the long
Have
weekend.
a nice, you have a long weekend. I'm
Yes.
bye.
Good night.
Subscribe,
Bye.
like,